Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Pay homage to the Blessed One. Dear friends, today just I would like to ask a few questions about your practice. So when you meditate, the sit-in meditations, so how long do you sit?
15 to 20 minutes.
15 to 20 minutes, but you should practice at least 30 minutes.
Okay.
It's not less than 30 minutes. So I think, can you take that fan and put here?
Oh, sure.
And you sit here, and then you can use for you.
Sure.
Because you are sweating. The corner.
This one?
Yeah. Just, yeah, you can just take out the wire. Yeah, just put here. And then take it all. Good now for you.
Thank you so much, Mahathera.
Yeah.
Sorry, I sweat so much.
It's okay. So you can print more.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah. And get the highest one. Okay, that's all.
I can sit right here.
Yeah, you can sit there. And you can. That's good.
Perfect.
Right? So, what I want is try to sit at least 30 minutes, not less than 30 minutes. This is the first question.
Okay.
And then, when you sit 30 minutes, how long will you practice, or will you radiate loving kindness to yourself?
I usually do loving kindness for anywhere between, to myself, 6 to 8 minutes, and then for the remainder to a spiritual friend.
No. For when you sit for 30 minutes, you radiate loving kindness 10 minutes to yourself. Do you know why I am asking that? Because I want you to be clear, all the practice.
Okay.
Don't mix and match, right? So radiate loving kindness to yourself 10 minutes only. And then after 10 minutes, then you radiate loving kindness to your spiritual friend. 20 minutes to your spiritual friend, 10 minutes for you.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes.
Right. So this practice not less than 30 minutes. So when you practice 30 minutes, then you radiate loving kindness 10 minutes to yourself and 20 minutes to your spiritual friend. Do you have a spiritual friend?
Yes, I do. I have many.
Good. Very good. Some people that don't have it, they cannot find.
I use some of my friends. Sometimes I'll use an example, or sometimes I'll use a friend of mine who's spiritual. So
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who help you and who really like you, but not any family members.
Right.
Not any family members. He will be your best friend, but not. That friend will be male, not female.
Yes.
All right, male. So, just as when you radiate loving kindness to him, you just remember his smiling before radiate it to him.
Okay.
Close your eyes, remember his smiling. Bring up the center of your chest. So when you feel warm and glow and feel in the center of your chest, then you start radiating loving kindness to him. Right? The way you radiate to yourself 10 minutes, you remember you smile with someone. Bring up that happy feeling in the center of your chest. So when you feel warm and glow and feel in the center of your chest, then you start radiating loving kindness to yourself. This is the tap for 10 minutes, alright? And 20 minutes to your spiritual friend before you smile. And when you radiate to your spiritual friend, you have to remember your friend smiled with you when he talked with you, right? So when you can feel that, because this is the smiling and feeling meditations. One way you have to smile all the time, even 30 minutes you are practicing, of course you have to smile. Because smiling means you bring up the wholesome thought at the center of your chest. This is very important. Okay? So that one is the most important. But Buddha never said to smile, oh well you have to smile, smile, this is a smiling meditation. Buddha never said that. But he said, bring up wholesome thought. So how do you bring up wholesome thought? So smiling is the wholesome thought, right? So people have it full of suffering, full of depressions, full of, they cannot, is full of anger, and full of the greed, hatred, delusions, pride, So this is all the unwholesome thoughts, all those things. So what we have to do, we have to overcome all those negativities from our mind. So that's why you have to see what is the wholesome and what is the unwholesome. So when I can divide it into two group, then you'll see the unwholesome thought. I can see that this is unwholesome, I should not develop it, I should abandon it. And then wholesome thought arises in my mind, I know it, I understand, because in the Satipatthana Sutta, the four foundation of mindfulness, this is Sutta number 10 from the middle lane saying, when you read from online, you'll find that Sutta number 10. The Buddha said, you have to mindful all the time. Wholesome thought arises in my mind, I understand, I know it, I abandon it. Unwholesome thought arises, the wholesome thought arises in my mind, I develop it. Unwholesome thought arises in my mind, I abandon it. So that way, your meditation will progress very well, smoothly. So here understanding is the most important. Knowing is the most important. So some people, they practice meditation, but they don't know what they are doing. But sometimes they think, oh, I'm just wasting my time. I can do other things, other activities. Why I am just sitting here and I close my eyes. It's not like that. So when you meditate, you must know what is going on inside of your mind. The body and mind. So that way you can feel it. That's why I said this is the feeling meditation. And a smiling meditation. To keep smiling as long as you can. For instance, you practice 30 minutes and then you keep smiling 30 minutes. If unwholesome thought arises, you just catch it. Oh, this is unwholesome. I'm not going to develop it, just abandon it. How? Just use the harmonious practice. Recognize it, release it, relax the tension and tightness in your head, in your whole body. You see the tension and tightness. So you just have to relax it. Just take the relaxation step. So that way you'll be able to abandon all the unwholesome thought from your mind. Right? And then when you see the wholesome thought rise in your mind, then you have to develop it. You're just watching your mind and you'll see the wholesome thinking and examining thought, joy, happiness and unification of mind arise in your mind. So when you see the five hindrances is not arising at all in your mind, then you'll see thinking thought, examining thought, joy, happiness and unification of mind arise in your mind. Then you will attain the first jhana. You already know because the Buddha already said in the sutta, right? In order to tell Bhante, today, in the first jhana, the did I attend the jhana? You don't need to ask me, because everything in the sutta, right? You understand yourself. So, it's become very clear, right? Just you practice 30 minutes, not less than 30 minutes. You radiate loving kindness 10 minutes to yourself and 20 minutes to your spiritual friend. So you already you are practicing 30 minutes every day at home, right? And when you break your meditations after 30 minutes, for instance, you want to walk, right? You want to practice walking meditations. So how do you practice? This is my question to you.
How do I practice walking meditation?
Yeah, how do you practice?
So,
You finished 30 minutes, right? And now you are intending to practice 30 minutes for walking meditation. So how do you do that?
So I would garner about 15 feet to be able to walk back and forth.
Okay.
You hold your hands like this.
No. You are now. Because 30 minutes you practice like this,
Okay.
right? Or you want to sit on the chair, or whatever you feel comfortable. So that one is done already. But now you want to practice walking meditation. So how do you do that?
You stand.
How do you ready? You stand up, I understand. You stand up and then you have to walk, right? You have to from this corner to that corner, or if you want to practice outside. So how do you practice that? You just walking. You practice normal pace. Just you are walking, right? Like you just get down from your car and you come inside of the center, right? Exactly the same. You walk normal pace. Your walking will be normal pace, right? But you have to radiate loving kindness to your spiritual friend that moment. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that time, no radiating loving kindness to yourself. Radiating to you have to stay with your spiritual friend.
Okay.
When you are practicing walking meditation.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yes.
It's become very clear, right?
Yes.
So just to stand up and then, not right now. I'm just telling. Just stand up and then, okay, you want to practice at home, right? So you have whatever, you have a space. Just stand up, go to the one corner, and from there you walk normal pace, right? Do you remember last time when you practice? It's exactly the same. Stay with your spiritual friend. Even though you are walking, but you are radiating loving kindness to your spiritual friend. You are walking. May my friend be happy and peaceful. May my friend be calm. May my friend be full of joy. May my friend be content. And so on. Right? Whatever you want to make wish, you can do that. But you are still walking, and radiating to your spiritual friend. Is it clear?
Yes.
Right? So, practice that way. If you practice that way, then you'll see if any hindrances arise, just use the harmonious practice. So you know already the hindrances, sensual desire, aversion, sleepiness and dullness, and then restlessness, anxiety and doubt. Right? It's the 5 hindrances. Any hindrances if arise in your mind, just use the recognize it, release it, relax tension and tightness in your head, just relax it in your head, in your whole body. You see if you like, when you take the relax step in your head, in your whole body. So Buddha said in Pali, pasambaya. That means tranquilizing. Okay, tranquilize means relaxing. Okay, so you just relax. So that way you'll see that you really feel very good. Not only in your head, in the whole body and mind, you feel so light and pure. So that way, how your mindfulness is working, you'll be able to see that very clearly, right? So you have to do it that way. So you know now 5 hindrances, and you know the harmonious practice, and then you know how long you have to practice it, right? Just 10 minutes to yourself and 20 minutes to a spiritual friend. So now you know that. And when you wake up after 10 minutes or 30 minutes, now I'm intending to walk. So just stand up and then start radiating loving kindness to a spiritual friend, and you walking. Stay with your spiritual friend. Alright? Question? No, right? So that's all for today. I'm not going to actually talk too long. Whatever I taught to you, I want you to be clear.
Sure.
So, if no question, that means that you understand very clearly, right?
Yes.
So anyways, I think we have to practice now. So if you want to sit on the chair, oh well, you can sit there.
Sure.
Or if you don't want, it's up to you. So you can just bring a chair close to the fence,
Sure.
and then you sit there. So now we are going to share the merit first,
Yes.
and then you can practice about 30 minutes,
Sure.
then we can end the retreat for today. Let us share the merit together. May suffering ones be suffering free, and the fearless act the fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share this merit that we have thus acquired for the acquisition of all kinds of happiness. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty powers sharing this merit of ours. May they long protect the Buddha's dispensations. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, now 7:45, so we'll end the retreat at 8:15. All right? We'll finish. So I'm going to ring the bell now, and then I give some again to big instructions. Then you can practice. Sit comfortably, wherever you feel comfortable. Just direct your body. No back and forth. Remember a time when you were happy. When that happy feeling arises the center of your chest. You feel warm and glowing feeling. Then you radiate loving kindness to yourself. May I be happy. May I be calm. May I be peaceful. May I be full of joy. May I be content, and so on. Just radiate loving kindness to yourself. Keep smiling all the time, as long as you can. If any hindrances arise at the center of your chest, just use the harmonious practice. Recognize it Release it. Relax tension and tightness in your head, in your whole body and mind. And breathe in the whole center way, smiling. Say to this is the smiling meditations. Just to keep smiling as long as you can. Then keep the whole sound thought continuously.